So calling, texting, emailing motivated sellers is one of the fastest, easiest, most profitable ways to do real estate. In this video, I'm going to show you how to skip trace on Propstream. Do you ever wonder how people find the absolute best deals on real estate? How they lock up a 19-unit apartment complex? How they do a $35,000 wholesale deal? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you the treasure chest. I'm gonna show you the secret weapon that we use in my business as far as being able to skip trace people on Propstream. All right, so I'm gonna open up my personal account with Propstream and I'm gonna go ahead and do a run through. I'm gonna just start with Orlando, Florida, one of my favorite cities in Florida. So I'm gonna pull up a list, and this list is gonna be, people that are going through notice of default, or what we call it in Florida is lis pendens. Guys, the moratoriums are over, so we're about to start seeing a lot more people struggle with losing their houses. It doesn't have to be this way. We don't have to allow that to go back to the bank. We can go in there and help these people out of a rough situation. Usually people don't just randomly stop paying their mortgages. There's usually a catastrophe that happens in their life. So you wanna go in there as a problem solver, a solution person, someone that's gonna show them a solution, not just someone to go in there and just steal the house. So I want you to keep that in mind while we're doing this. We're helping people. We're basically showing people there's other options besides losing your house to the bank. So I'm gonna go to my quick list choices. I've already pulled up Orlando, and then I want to go to pre-foreclosures, but another way you can find this in Propstream is by going to pre-foreclosure, bank owned, and you can select notice of default. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that, and then I'm also gonna hit this X button, and I wanna see how many that gives me in Orlando. That gives me 1,114 properties that are going through notice of default. So I'm gonna click this, I'm gonna select them all, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add to this list, and then I'm gonna create this list, and I'm gonna name it NOD/Lis pendens for Orlando, Florida. And I'm not gonna save this because I don't wanna use up all my credits for this one, but I've actually went ahead and added some other ones. So notice of default right there. Let me just go back. I'll just do the vacant house list, Pueblo County. So I'm gonna show you exactly how we can skip trace this vacant house list, but it's the same example. Whether you're doing your notice of default or another list, you just select them all. And then I've currently selected 1,316 properties. Actually, I'm gonna do a smaller one. I'm just gonna do a small one. And I'm gonna run through this. I'm gonna select this list, and then I'm gonna hit new campaign, and I'm gonna skip trace it, and I can do it for 12 cents a record. So I'm gonna go ahead next. It's gonna literally cost me 36 cents at 12 cents a record. So if you have a bigger list, like one of 3,000 people, or maybe let's just say 10,000 people times 12 cents. That's $1,200. That's all it's gonna take to call basically 10,000 people, 12 cents a record. I can call these people, I can text these people, I can email these people. I'm gonna go ahead and charge it to my Amex, place order, I accept, and then it's gonna give me a skip trace list of all these people. An error occurred, okay? Guys, hopefully you're getting so much out of this. Definitely smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and let's keep going. So let's just see, I'll look up a list that I've already skip traced. So correction, it's not my properties, it's actually you go to contacts and go to, I'm just gonna do one I've already skip traced, Ocala cash buyer list, and then we click on it. These are the cash buyers that I skip traced for a deal we were doing in Ocala one time. So these are all cash buyers, and let's just scroll over here. Let's actually just export it. We're gonna export this list, and then there's the list right there. So type owner, they bought it, they're out in Ocala, there's their mailing address, they're actually buying from Las Vegas, Nevada, and no phone numbers. So one thing that's gonna be hard is a lot of these are LLCs. So I like using other services to skip trace LLCs. I like to figure out where their mailing address is. So one thing we just saw in here, here's their mailing address. You can actually do another skip trace with their mailing address to figure out who the principal person is on that LLC. Sometimes LLCs, you actually have to do a little bit more digging in. You have to go to the Secretary of State and see who the actual agent information is, or the principal agent, and you can get their first name and their mailing address. You can actually build a new list and skip trace that agent with their mailing address, and then you get the actual person that owns this investment LLC company. Same thing with Adam Holmes of Northwest Florida. But if you notice here, the phone numbers that we're seeing pop up are actually for individuals. So right there, Ariana's. So this is for a cash buyer list. Now, if you're trying to skip trace like a house list or a vacant land list, a lot of times I recommend, and I'll show you how to pull that, is going to individual owned properties. So let's go back to search, go to Orlando, Florida, and then filters, let's just say for the foreclosure status. And I want to specifically look, let's just say you're looking for single family home or single family residential. Now, if you notice here, in the residentials, there's 1,053 list pendants going on right now in Orlando. One more thing I want to do is under the ownership info, I want to select owner type individual because those are the people that are easiest to skip trace. A lot of times their phone numbers and their emails are going to pop up way easier than an LLC or a trust. So if you see there's 894, that's when you would add your list. You want to select them all, add your list. And then this is, let's just create a new one. SFR, Orlando, single family residence, Orlando, notice of default. And then save it. And then you would go and select that list to skip trace it. And then it's 12 cents a record. All right, as promised, I told you I would show you how to get started today for free with Propstream. And that is by going to thelandsharkslist.com. It's on the screen. Click the drop down button so you can click on the link below. You probably can't click on the screen. It's on the screen, but you'll have to hit the drop down menu to see thelandsharkslist.com. That's a 7-day free trial that will allow you to start using Propstream today. But let me tell you, you're actually gonna have to pay those 12 cents a record for those skip traces. That is not part of the free trial, but after that, it's like $99 a month. This is one of the best investments we make in my business, using it for my wholesale business. I also did another video, how to use Propstream while wholesaling.